Be the creator, not the consumer. This is Angus. Today we're going to talk something about buying from Alibaba.com. If you ever had any experience buying from China, you must know Alibaba.com. And actually, we already talked about Alibaba and the 1688 and AliExpress, in a couple of videos before. So today we're not going to waste more time on the introduction of those platforms. Okay, let's go directly to the point. Still, we need an example to talk about it. So let's click here, and as you can see, there are a lot of items that are most popular searched by buyers worldwide. Okay, so maybe we just take solar power bank as an example today. As you can see here, we are here, and Alibaba offer two functions to search the products. You can search the products by the products or search the products by the suppliers. Okay, so we first talk a little bit about searched by products. As you can see, you can have a lot of products here as you searched solar power bank, and you will have the general information about this item, the general price, the MOQ, the minimum ordering quantity, and the specification of the item you want, and some basic information about the company. Okay, if you scroll down, you can find many more options. So you will have a general information about the products. Okay, and here you can also choose the supplier type. Even you're searching by the products, you can choose what kind of supplier types you're going to choose. If they have the trader assurance, if you don't know that, they have the introduction, the supplier supports trader assurance, a free service that protects your orders from payment to delivery. Okay, that's more like PayPal. If you buy something via PayPal, if you don't receive it or you have some quality issues, you can always claim the refund. Okay, or if you can choose by good supplier. Good supplier are pre-qualified suppliers. Actually, as we mentioned before, that Alibaba.com, it is a paid membership platform. So good supplier on the one hand is the supplier that are have a very strong VIP membership on the platform. On the other hand is the most recommended suppliers on Alibaba.com. Okay, so you can also search by good suppliers, and you can say that they have the golden badge. Some of them they are 1 year, and some of them they are 4 years. So it stands for that how long they are signing on this platform, and it also stands for the consistency they're signing on this platform. Okay, and also you can search by assessed suppliers. Assessed supplier is suppliers assessed by a third party inspection company. So and they also mention that an assessment report is available for download. So that means either a third party, it has been checking the suppliers, is more like have some guaranteed. Or you can also those can source by countries or regions. It's not really very important because most of the suppliers here, they are mainland Chinese suppliers. Okay, even some of them they are from Korea, they are from Taiwan, but it does not have that much. Okay, so this is how you search the products by the products. If you search the products by suppliers, what will happen? As you can see, that the most important information it shows is that about the company's information. First is about the company name. Okay, as you can see here, there are a lot of companies displayed here, so you may search the products by companies. And the same thing that you can choose here by searched by good supplier, assess the supplier, if the supplier is online or not. If you're urgent, you want to talk to the supplier very urgently, so you can choose the supplier who are online, or you can choose the supplier who had a trade assurance. Okay, so these are the basic two ways to search the products on Alibaba.com. And my suggestion is that if you're just into this business, if you're just have your product research from some other tools, and now you're coming to Alibaba.com, you can first search the products, buy the products. So in that case, you will have a lot of information about the products selling on Alibaba.com. You will know the basic, the general wholesale price, the MOQ, everything. So you can better plan that how you will find the supplier, how you will target the supplier, how you will negotiate with the supplier. And the second thing, you can go into the suppliers. You will say if you can find some, very most recommended supplier, and then you can talk with them. Okay. So my suggestion is that first you go into products, and then maybe you have more, searching by suppliers. Okay. After we do the searching, what do we want to do? For my part, I suggest that the second thing to do on Alibaba.com is to verify the suppliers. This is very important because I heard a lot of stories that people they're buying from Alibaba.com, they're at last they end up with buying from middlemen, or they're even ending up buying from scammers. So that is very sad. After you talked with the non-TAM and you place the order, you transfer the money, but at last you received a couple of boxes of rubbish. So that is so pathetic. So I recommend you that the second step, you need to verify the suppliers. How to verify the suppliers? First, you need to ask questions. You need to ask the question. It's very direct. You don't need to do anything, special. You just ask the suppliers. You can say here, if we search the products by suppliers, we can just click here to check now. Or even if we search the products by products, we can click in the products page, and we can go talk with the supplier. Okay. We can click here. We can talk with the supplier. So if you find your preferred products, you can just go here, talk with the supplier, and you just ask them if you're the factory, if you have offered the same kind of product to your country, to USA, to Australia, or to Europe. Those are most asked questions, because if the supplier they already supplied Europe, USA, or Australia, those such kind of developed regions or countries, it stands for that. Okay, first, the products they're qualified. Okay, they don't have maybe they have very high standard of quality. Okay, so it's just ask them if they answer you that yes, they are the factory. Okay, you may believe that they are the factory. Of course, you need to do more researches. Okay, but if they are not very sure, it's like that they need to take a couple of minutes and then answer you that actually we have some relationship with certain kind of factories. That means they're not the factories. Okay, they're just the middleman trading company or agent company. Okay. Or even some of the suppliers, some of them they will reply you, okay, they are not sure, but they still, reply you that they are the factories. So you have to have a second thought that they may be not the factories, okay. So the first step to verify the supplier just by simply asking them, okay. And the second thing, you can have some of those verification badges, as we mentioned here. If they have the trade assurance, if they have the golden badge, if they're the assessed suppliers, and what is the transaction level. Of course, the higher transaction level, the better. Okay. So this is about the verification badge. For this, you can go into the company profile. You will have more information about it. You can see that these suppliers, they are verified and they have their golden badge here. They have their trade assurance here. They have the assessed onset check. This onset check is checked by Alibaba Group, okay, or some other third parties. Okay, so this will be the second step to verify the suppliers. The third step is about the company name. As you can see here, the company name Shanghai Xunyang Trading Company Limited. So definitely this will not be a factory, okay? So this will not be a factory. And if we go back, we will find more. Let's say the company name, okay? Some other company names. Here is Shenzhen Kimberly Electronic Technology, maybe Technology Company Limited. Maybe they're the factories. Still, we need to do more researches. We can click it. We can go in. We can have a look about it. That's okay. You can see here the business tab is trading company. Okay. So this is about the company name. It's very obvious that you will know if they are a trading company or not. Of course, as we are here, you can see that on this company profile page, you will see the business tab. If they're a trading company, if they are manufacturer, maybe we'll just take 1 minute to find their suppliers, their manufacturers. Okay. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Definitely we will find it, okay? Okay, let's see here. This one, Shenzhen Hengyuan Manufacturer Technology Company Limited. Here it mentioned that the business tab is their manufacturers, okay? Manufacturers. So, okay, we have one more verification that they're manufacturers, okay? And still we have some other verification skills. For example, that most of the company, you can see here the name, with their city name. This is Shenzhen, right? Shenzhen. Generally speaking, if there is small or medium-sized supplier or factory, their company name, they will start with they will name after the city name. Or if they're a larger company or supplier, their company name will be named after the province name. For example, some like Zhejiang blah blah company limited, or some Guangdong blah blah technology, or some manufacturing company, something like this, okay? So this is how you judge the company by the company name. Of course, we have their business type. They tell you very clearly that if they're a trading company or if they're manufacturers. And also by the location, we can also verify, because there are some very remote places. Maybe they're not reliable or big factory suppliers. And also there are total employees. If you can judge them by employees, if they are factory, normally they got many employees, because they need to have the employees on the assembly line. And also for the annual revenue, maybe you can have a look at it. And also about there are customers, or actually my friends, they're saying that we can judge the supplier if they're big enough or not by the registered value, registered capital. We do not have it here, but actually I want to tell you that it is not like that. Some of them, there are some certain trading companies, they're very well developed, so they got their registered capital a lot. Some of them more than 10 million RMB. So that doesn't mean they're factories, okay? But if they are factories, definitely they have a very high certain kind of registered capital. Still, now in China, the government, they did not restrict it very strongly. So the registered capital can be the certain factor to verify the suppliers, cannot be as well, okay? And also we can have a look of the product categories, okay? As you can see, this company, they got all of their products. Obviously, all of those products, they are connecting with solar items. So we can say that this will be maybe a good factory for solar items. But if we go to another company, we go to here, the product categories, you can see here they got power bank, hand spinner, discount zone. So that means they are not factory. A factory cannot manufacture such a huge variety of products. Even the hand spinner, actually, as you know, that in 2017, every factory or every trading company, they have this kind of thing, okay? It's because it's very popular, So it does not stand for that they are factory, okay? So those are basically all of those skills or tips to verify the suppliers, okay? So what do we need to do after we verify the suppliers? For example, let's say now you have a list of suppliers that you already verified. You know that maybe they're the factories, maybe they're the suppliers you need to talk with. So the third step, we need to ask questions and follow with the suppliers, okay? Why we need to do this? Because after you verify the suppliers, you need to ask the questions of the suppliers if they're the suppliers who can support you, who can help you manufacture the products or not, okay? If they can reply instantly, or let's say if they cannot reply you in 3 days, maybe it will not be a good choice. For example, if you gave them your order to them, but you want to connect with them later, after 3 days you cannot connect with them. What does that mean? That means every day, every night you cannot sleep, but they cannot reply you. So that is a huge problem, okay? So test every supplier if they can reply you quickly and timely. That is very important for international trading business, buying business, okay? If you get a supplier that can reply you very quick, that will help you a lot. Even later you will have some small problems, they will help you solve it quickly and timely. That will be a huge help, okay? And also, when you ask questions or talking with the suppliers, you can see how they communicate, okay? If they're communicating very well or not, okay? So even there are people that are talking about, actually the factories, they do not have very good English sales, so they reply a little bit late, so we can understand. And also there are people that are talking about that if they are trading companies, so they have better English skills, so they communicate with you very well. So this can be taken into consideration as well, okay? Too good to be true. If the suppliers, some of the time they reply you, every minute you send the message, they can reply you, or they answer all of your questions 100% perfect, you also need to have a second thought, okay? What will be the fourth step after you talk with the supplier, after you ask so many questions? What you need to do? I think it's you need to get a sample, okay? You already know basically what will be the prices, what will be the MOQ, if they can support you or not. So you need to get a sample. This will be always the case when you are buying internationally, okay? So getting a sample to check the quality, to check if it is as described on the internet, to check the sample, the quality, everything, how the supplier, regard you when you are talking about the samples, okay? I think most of the suppliers, they will be very happy if you want to buy the samples. So that means it will be a huge percentage that you will finally place the order, okay? Getting sample and to see how the supplier acts, how they behave, how they take, how they consider you, if they really like to work with you or not. This can be second thought as well. And the last step is after you get a sample, you can negotiate with the supplier with more details, how you want to private label the products, how you need to make the package, make the printing, how many pieces you want to buy, and what will be the delivery time, what will be the payment term, everything. So you will have a final discussion with the suppliers, okay? And of course, we will have more details, tips to buying from Alibaba.com. For example, we may talk about that we have to write contracts with the suppliers if you're buying from Alibaba.com. If you need to have a official invoice, even you're paying them by bank transfer, by PayPal or not. We will talk about those details later in our next videos, okay? So that will be all for today. And once again, this is Angus. If you're the first time watching my video, go subscribe and stay yourself updated, okay? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and definitely I will keep it up. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I will consider to make more videos about it. That's all about it. Thank you so much.